Okay, IM3 students, I'm basically talking to you here because if you're an IM2, I don't want to discourage you. Watch this video anyways and learn what you're going to be doing in IM3, okay? And by the way, in Khan Academy, you could search this if you wanted to. And if you do it, you should get credit for it. I'll see that you've done extra assignment, which I didn't assign to you, IM2. This is an IM3 assignment, right? Pretty sure it's not IM2 anyways. But anyways, let's get started here. Here we go. So, where we left off IM3 is we did some log cosine problems together, right? What we're going to do next is I'm going to click on solving general triangles. The video automatically pops up, this video right here. And of course, feel free to watch it. It's kind of cool because you get to, Mr. Khan actually walks you through how to find distances from one star to the other or whatever, which is a cool real life problem. But I'm going to, of course, click on practice. General triangle word problems. Okay. So once I click on that, here is our first problem. Now, notice, guys, L period, Y period are light years, by the way. That literally means, by the way, that imagine light, which goes at 866,000 meters per second. How far would light go in 1 year? Much less 1 second. That's how far a light year is. But anyways, the problem basically is we're given this side 736. We're given this side 915. We're given the angle between them. Notice how I have side, angle, side, as we would say. And whenever you have side, angle, side, guys, you are going to do the law of cosines. So they're asking for this opposite side from the angle. That's convenient. That's our little c. Remember, little c is always opposite the angle. The angle that's between the other two sides. This, again, is law of cosines. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go 736 squared plus 915 squared, right? C squared, by the way, equals A squared plus B squared, just like Pythagorean theorem. Now we're going to minus 2 times the A, which is 736, times the B, which is 915. Again, it doesn't matter which one's A or B. The C, guys, must be opposite the angle, okay? And let's not forget, we're going to times that with the cosine of the angle between them, which is 3 degrees. And since all the numbers and calculations are on one side, guys, we're just going to do it all in one big step with our calculator. Now, remember, you have to practice and get good at the computer calculator, guys. You're not allowed to use your own calculator like I always encourage you to use in class, okay? And so I've been practicing with it. Remember, this right here is your power button. It's a little clunky. Practice with it and you'll get it down. But anyways, 736 squared, right? Plus 915 squared minus 2 times 736 times 915 times cosine of 3 degrees. Here's our answer, but remember, that's C squared. So we have to do the square root of that. So I press the square root button right there. That's how it shows on the screen, squirt. And we're doing the square root of our answer, which is that right there. Again, the answer button's a good one to get used to. So you're not typing in all those digits, especially when you have to click it with the darn mouse. Okay? And the other thing I want to remind you of is you also notice whenever you're doing these functions, you always have to close it with the right parentheses before it will calculate for you. But anyways, after we do the square root of that, as you can see, we get 184. They said round off to the nearest light year. So we would type in 184, click check, it will work. And there basically is a law of cosines. All right, pause the video if you need to. Okay, here was a second problem. Now notice I'm given a side, an angle over here, but then another side over here. We want the angle to be there, right? Between these two sides. We don't have that. So guys, because we don't have side angle side, what we're going to use instead is the law of sines. Okay? So check this out. I know that this goes with that. They're opposites of each other, right? So I know according to the law of sines, I'm going to take the side 48. It's opposite of 30 degrees, so I know it goes with the sine of 30 degrees. That is the ratio you memorize with the law of sines, right? The side with the sine of its opposite angle. Now, I'm given this side 89, and it goes with the sine. See how it's opposite of that missing angle? Since it's the cave entrance, I'm going to call it angle C, big C. So now we can at least find that missing angle there, right? We still haven't found the other missing angle, but everyone knows there's 180 degrees in a triangle, right? So once I find angle C, I'm going to be able to find the missing angle we want. So I'm going to do 89 times sine of 30. As you can see, I did that right there. I got 44.5. And I know that 44.5 will equal this right here, 48 times the sine of big C. And I'm now going to divide both sides by 48 so that all I have is sine of big C. So as you notice, I took the 44.5, I divided by 48. I got 0.927. Now, that means the sine of C equals 0.927. To find C, I'm simply going to do sine inverse, right? So I'm going to do a sine inverse on that 0.927, which I did right here. Sine inverse, guys, shows up as a sine, which is arc sine. I put in my answer. Don't forget to close the right parentheses on that answer. And as you can see, I get 68 degrees, rounded off to the nearest degree. So I know this missing angle has got to be 180, right? Minus the 30-degree angle, minus the 68-degree angle, which we found right there. And I get 82. Again, what did I do? I knew, let me clean this up now. I knew, and we figured out that this missing angle right here was 68 degrees, right? So all I did on my calculator was take 180. I took away that 30-degree angle. I took away the 68-degree angle we found, and that right there gave me 82, right? So I type in 82, I check it, and I'm right. All right, let's do one more. Pause the video here if you need to. So, this one's kind of cool. Now, guys, notice this time they gave us two angles. So the first thing I'm going to do is do a 180 to find this angle up here. So 180, I'm taking away the other two angles, is 28 degrees. I now know that's 28 degrees. So that's awesome because the only side they gave us was a 50, right? So guys, we're going to try the law of sines because remember, the law of cosines usually requires at least two sides, okay? We only have one side, okay? And we have a lot of angles, which tells us, let's use the law of sines. So, I know that 50, do you agree, that's opposite of the 28-degree angle, goes with a sine of 28 degrees. And that's going to equal, now they want us to find this side here, I'm going to call that x. And x goes with the sine of its opposite angle, which is 83 degrees. So I'm just going to do 50 times sine of 83. 50 times the sine of 83. is at 49.6. Now I'm going to leave that in my calculator because I'm going to calculate with the whole number, not round it off at the beginning. I'm going to round it off at the end. So my calculations are more accurate, you see? So now that I know that's 49.6 and some change, that equals x times the sine of 28 degrees, right? That times that. Now, how do I solve for x here, guys? Is I'm going to divide both sides by the sine of 28 degrees. And that's going to give me the x, which, of course, is right there. So I'm just going to take that answer and divide by the sine of 28. And as you can see, I took this answer, I pressed divide, sine 28, and there's my answer, 105.7, right? And so I'm going to type that in. Let's see here. They want round. Oh, so you would round off to 106, right? It was 105.7. So you would type that in there. Boom. Press enter. Check your answer. You're done. Now, the video's running long, guys, so you're going to have to do at least one more problem, right, to get full credit. I'm confident you can do it on your own with some practice and concentration. Okay? But anyways, when you are done, of course, with this, you now, I hope, go to the notes on the law of sines and cosines. Because remember, what's cool about these notes, guys, is not only do they give you good notes, but there's always in here practice problems that will clarify and make sure you understand the notes well. Okay? So please do the notes after you do the practice that I just did the video on. Alrighty? So guys, this should help you. And remember, you can jump around, guys. You don't have to go in order. Find something that's challenging or interesting to you, hopefully. Work your way around Khan Academy. Don't necessarily go in order, okay? I'll see you around.